and they're built to fly. There's not a lot of anything in it except an engine, four wheels, a gearbox, and off you go. Every time I get in this car and drive it round and about, I just get the biggest smile on my face.
When I was in London in the 60s, we all used to drive around in Mini Coopers. It stayed a lot younger than I have, I think, and it will continue to stay younger than I do.
It's a Peter Pan car, forever young.
Famously in the 60s, the Mini became a symbol of the family movement. Even the Beatles drove Minis.
There's an eccentricity that appeals to those people that likes the Mini. It is a car for everyone, whether you're a housewife, whether you're the everyday working man, or whether you're a rally driver.
With victories at the legendary Monte Carlo rally in the mid-60s, the Mini also won over motorsport enthusiasts.
Ich glaube, kein Auto hat jemals so viel Liebe bekommen wie Mini.
And that's true all over the world. The Mini has captivated all cultures, from Asia to America.
I got to meet a lot of people from all over the world, and there is this little happiness for this little car. There's just this not rebel idea, but just kind of a little bit different way of doing things.
And right from the start, the Mini was also a favourite of women.
I think they're cute, and I'm all about being cute. I'm a little bit of a girly girl, and there's something about it that, you know, has this, come join me. Come, let's have fun.
As long as I can drive, I'll be in a Mini.
The British Motor Museum in Gaydon is the magnet for Mini fans. Paul Solmer, one of the heads of the International Mini Cooper Register Club, also likes to stop by here to see the milestones in Mini history.
It was the very first one off the production line in Cowley. It was revolutionary, really, because it was a small box, 5 foot by 10 foot, and a wheel at each corner. So you had a small outer shell, but with lots of space inside, so you could take 4 adult passengers in it.
When oil became scarce due to the Suez Crisis in the mid-50s, Alec Isigonis was commissioned by the British Motor Corporation to design a fuel-efficient car that would offer more than the competition's cheap small cars.
The easiest way to win a battle of this sort is to make a car that is so unusual compared with all the other cars around it that it automatically becomes a status symbol.
And Isigonis did everything very differently from what people were used to. The wheels were mounted very close to the corners of the body, which was only 3 meters long, and a space-saving suspension with rubber cones replaced the usual steel springs. But the most groundbreaking feature was the transverse engine, positioned right above the drive wheels.
Wenn man denkt, wenn der Motor längs wäre, würde der Motor hier anfangen. Von hier bis da, dann kommt Lüfter, dann kommt noch Kühler und dann Grill. Also wir wären dann sofort 80 cm bis 1 Meter länger.
The efficient use of space resulted in a small vehicle that weighed just 585 kilos and could accelerate pretty fast with its 34 horsepower. It was an unusual concept, and Alec Isigonis immediately wowed the whole world with it.
The creator of the Mini, Alec Isigonis, is also a very eccentric man. I might call him an artist as well, because he designs such popular cars with his own taste. He does not listen to committees or his boss or something.
The Mini quickly became a symbol of the social upheaval that began in London in the 60s. Its popularity has always been closely associated with the advent of the mini skirt. The Mini also became
it just sort of symbolises the early 60s, doesn't, you know, for me it does anyway. It symbolises the kind of the sense of there's hope and optimism that still sort of represents that to me, I suppose.
The British Motor Museum in Gaydon also sheds light on another important part of Mini history, motorsport. Minis won the Monte Carlo Rally 3 times in the 60s. Mini fan Paul Sulmer can admire the original vehicles here.
The Works Mini to have won the Monte Carlo in 1967. And the driver in the car was Renault Altanon, so a giant killing act. And I think that's part of the attraction of the Minis, you know, the underdog beating the big dogs.
Rauno Altanen from Finland was the first to cross the finish line in Monte Carlo in January 1967, after a day-long wild ride through the French maritime Alps, in which the little Mini left all the other much larger and more powerful rally cars in its wake.
Der Mini war teilweise eigenwillig, aber teilweise auch so präzise zu fahren. Man könnte mit dem Auto Dinge machen, die man mit keinem anderen Auto machen kann. Das Auto, das Mini damals, könnte augenblicklich die Richtung ändern, wie man wollte. Und dadurch, wir könnten nicht 100% schnell fahren, sondern 110% schnell. Absichtlich immer zu schnell, weil der Mensch ist ein bisschen Pessimist.
The successes in motorsport were an important marketing tool for the Mini and boosted the popularity and sales figures of the little speedster immensely.
The competition side of it made it seem like a racy thing, you know, as something that's nice to have. You can go off and race in it. And then, of course, later on, we had the Italian Job film, which showed it in a, you know, similar sort of like a cheeky car, driving down steps, you know, getting away with the gold, and you know, and that sort of got a whole new audience, you know, interested in the car.
In the 1969 action thriller The Italian Job, which was remade in 2003, thieves steal gold bars and then flee from the police in spectacular fashion in a Mini. It became a blockbuster at the box office, especially in the US.
I think in the United States, really kind of one of the movies, and I'm sure people have talked about The Italian Job, where they, you know, brought these little Minis in and people saw them and they were so fast and they had fun, and that added to it. I think just the history of seeing it grow, literally, and, you know, figuratively in the world. I think there's just this not rebel idea, but just kind of a little bit different way of doing things.
Simply being a little different from all the others, the Mini has conquered the whole world with this image. There's a strong Mini community, not only in the US. The unique small car also has an incredible number of fans in Asia, and Mini lovers from all over the world maintain a close connection with one another online and at international Mini meets.
There's such a strong bond in the Mini community all over the world because of the connection of the Mini itself. So it really does open up new relationships.
I got to meet a lot of people from all over the world, and there is this little happiness for this little car.
And around the world, women in particular love the Mini. In most countries, there are more female Mini buyers than male.
Wow! Ah, looks incredible.
The Mini has always been one of the top brands among women.
Originally, they were loved by women because nice small size, easy to park, easy to drive around town. These are tough little cars. They're simple. You know, I've driven some nice cars in my time, but this isn't the fastest. It's not the best handling, but it's absolutely the most fun. They're just the most fun.
You are so beautiful. The car's appearance also plays a role in making it so popular.
When you look at the front of that Mini and it's got those big eyes, it just looks like a happy, fun little car. I think they're cute, and I'm all about being cute. I'm a little bit of a girly girl. And now that I have an S, I've got a little bit more zip on it, so that makes it even more fun. And you can take curves, and you feel like you're taking that curve at a good pace. Not that I speed ever, but it handles so well.
They told me that nothing is forever, and so
It's
take a
no
step
wonder
back.
that a woman, the Scottish
And
pop
always
singer
remember to
Lulu,
dance.
was at the wheel when the last Mini rolled out of the Longbridge plant in Birmingham in October 2000. With the British car industry
always
in
remember to
crisis,
dance.
the demise of this icon seemed but certain. But then, BMW took over the Mini brand and launched a new edition of the British cult car. And today, many women set the tone in BMW's Mini production. Their taste and expertise are particularly in demand when it comes to design.
One of my favorite parts of a Mini concept S-Man, and actually of every detail of this car, would be the neon loudspeakers.
You can find so many lovely details on the seat, and I especially like the stitching. The embroidery details are bright and playful.
My absolute favorite part in this concept is the no surprise green textile we used for the door handle and steering wheel.
I'm Christine Zurian from Mini Design. We thought it would be a great opportunity to do a small sketch demo and show you the Mini hatch.
Christine Zurian designed the most masculine of all Mini models, the Countryman, a subcompact crossover SUV. And the BMW sub-brand, which was taken to new heights by Stephanie Wurst, has produced such cars as the Patmos Mini Edition, a tribute to Patmos, who won races with the Mini Cooper in the 1960s. Another example of the Mini's strong bond with women.
I think it's great to see, women having an interest in cars and building cars. I guess if women are involved in the design and the engineering of it, then maybe it fits women better.
For over 2 decades, BMW has been continuously developing the original Mini concept with a wide range of models. There's something for everyone, from their workhorse, the Clubman, to the convertible. And the John Cooper Works hot hatch. And when the Mini Cooper Register Club takes in the UK for a drive, one question is of course always the subject of heated debate. Are the new models from BMW still genuine Minis?
I think it's not a true Mini. You just can't replace that noise that you can hear now, and it bounces along. It just flies around every corner. It is, this is just a little go-kart.
The original Mini was renowned for its go-kart-like handling, and they managed to kind of replicate that in the more modern Mini.
You can have the same sort of feel of the Mini Cooper from the 1960s in that car. Because I have one as well, so I know, so I can compare. We can really just go right around the corner, very steep corner, and it doesn't make a fuss.
So when it comes to handling, the BMW Minis are in no way inferior to their British predecessors.
The original modern Mini carried over so many of the cues from the original Mini, and a lot of character was carried across, but in a bigger package, a more modern package. It's good and natural that Mini have gone, offering an electric Mini now. I think it could suit a Mini very well because the responsiveness of electric cars would really suit a Mini well, I think.
And always remember to dance.
Looking ahead, the entire Mini model range is to be electrified step by step. And not only that, BMW also wants to make the car with the great history fit for the future in all respects.
With the development that BMW are doing, there's no reason why they can't keep going forever.
And so the car will continue and will stay young
because it will always be changing.
Well, it helps me to stay young, that's for sure.
My very first car was a Mini. I had a Mini when I was 17. It's just as much fun today as it was. And I think that's why it'll stay young, because it's just as much fun. I think if it stays fun, it'll live forever.
It takes me back to being younger as well. I think it is. It's forever young.
The Mini, a unique phenomenon in automotive history.